Hey, what's up YouTube? It's me, JD Pub, here once again to do another tutorial of the My Business app for the BlackBerry Playbook. If you remember, I've already done one on how to set up your company, your product, and your services. I've even gone through and shown you guys how to create, your employees and your customers. Now that we've done that, I'm going to show you guys how to do the actual implementation of your invoices, creating your bills, and if you have any employees, setting up your payroll. And once we're finished with all of that, I will even also show you guys how to use the report section, how to use your export feature. I know I've been getting a lot of questions on how to email invoices, so hopefully I can answer all of these questions for you guys this morning. Okay, so now first thing, once you tap on operations, because remember all of these tabs will show you different settings here. So the first tab is settings, second tab is customers and employees, third tab is operations. That's where we want to be. If you've already set up customers and employees, then everything I'm getting ready to show you will work exactly like I tell you to. First things first, invoice. Okay, so once we create a customer, by default it'll have the customer's name already up there, but once we create a customer, we'll have a customer name, or we could tap on this, the tab on top, and if you got a long list, your long list of customers will pull up. Okay, now you got your date here, which can be manipulated by tapping on the large tab for February, sliding up or down to go across different months. The same thing for the days, the same thing for the years. If you sell products, in my case I don't, you could tap on that and then to pull out a product list. You tap in how much you're charging, quantity for the product, click on add, it'll show up on the cell. In my case it's services. I'm going to pick any one of these guys here. Okay, then I'm going to tap on quantity. And then the keyboard should pull up. I need numbers. Let's say 3. And then click add. Now the information shows up on my cell here. If I wanted to add more services, I just tap, click on the add button. If I want to go back or change that number to, let's say, 2, then I do that and click add, and that information shows up. Once I'm finished and I'm happy with the way the invoice looks, I'm going to click on Save Invoice. Okay, now I see I have 2 invoices here, both marked as unpaid. Okay, so the only way we're going to be able to get this thing paid is if we send it to our customers and they're able to pay it. Then I can come back in here and there is an ability to highlight one of these and I can toggle it paid. Now once I toggle it paid, it does affect what my reports view. Right now, as unpaid, they're being listed as accounts receivable, and as you all know, accounts receivable is money that you're planning to get that you have not yet received. So the app counts it as expected money, but it doesn't pull it into the information as money already received. Now, once you've saved your invoice, I'm going to slide up real quickly because I need to show you all something. It's going to be very important for you to have something called the file manager. Now, the Playbook already came with the default file manager. This is where it keeps all of your pictures, your videos, your music, and then of course your documents. Okay, this has to be in your app, your Playbook in order for this feature that I'm getting ready to show you to work. Okay, you got to have a file manager. If you don't already have one, you can go on the BlackBerry world and pick up one for free, or you can pay for one. With the kind of reviews I've been seeing, you're probably better off just paying for one if you deleted the one that already came with your Playbook. Okay, so now, let's say I have my customer, and we're going to go back to operations. I already have my invoices. I have 2 different invoices, correct? I see one here and one there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to pull one open. Okay, and then down here I'm going to look under View Selected Invoice. It's going to show me the invoice, alright? Okay, the date, the invoice number, who I'm billing it to, my company's name, and then everything that's under the invoice. You see 2 options here, either to close or to export to PDF. I'm going to export to PDF. Okay, under export to PDF, I'm going to give it the name Smith. Okay, then I'm going to save it. Okay, then it's going to say please wait. Now it's going to have an address across the where the file was saved. Don't worry about that. Again, as long as you have your file manager, you'll find it. So just click. Alright, now I'm going to go back to that same file manager that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to look for the document that I labeled Smith. And there it is right there. So in the case where you want to send your customers an email, just so that you all know that that is the file, Smith PDF, open. And there is the invoice, Smith PDF to the top left, guys. Okay, the invoice formatting is going to be a little different. It's going to say thank you for your business, but everything is going to still be on there for the customer to know how much they owe you. So let's say you have your invoice and you're ready to send it to your customers. Best way to do that is I'm going to close out of this. Okay, and then I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to go to where it says customers and employees, go to my customer base, and if I did a good job of setting up my customers and I got their email address, which is very important, guys, all I'm going to do is say email selected. Okay, once the email pops up, okay, I already know which email I want this stuff to be sent from. Okay, I got my customer's information here. I'm going to type invoice. And it already finished it for me here. And then I'm going to click on the attach button here. And once I do that, it should take me right to my file manager. I'm going to scroll down until I see, oh, excuse me, guys. I'm going to scroll down until I see the Smith PDF that I created earlier. There it is. I'm going to click attach. Now the invoice has been attached, and all I have to do at this point is send. And the information gets sent. Alright, once I'm finished with the email, I can go back to my program. I can click close because I'm done with this. And now I've created my first invoice and I've sent it to my customer. Once I get my money, I can go back into the invoice section and I can toggle this as paid instead of unpaid. Okay, we're going to leave it as unpaid and I'm going to show you why.